You didn't lose this year. You replayed it. Different days, same habits, same delays, same soft negotiations with yourself. You called it circumstances. You blamed time, people, fate. But fate did not trap you. Repetition did. Albert Einstein called this insanity. Doing the same thing again and again while begging reality to change its answer. And Carl Jung warned you. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it destiny. This is how years vanish. Not in disasters, not in chaos, but in comfort. Days slide by unnoticed. Weeks dissolve into distraction. Months end with promises postponed. And suddenly, another year is over. Nothing exploded. Nothing collapsed. But nothing moved either. You woke up with plans and went to sleep with excuses. Again and again and again. The mind loves loops. They feel safe, predictable, familiar. But what feels familiar slowly becomes a prison. You don't need another year to figure things out. You already know what's wrong. You just keep avoiding the confrontation. This is not a new chapter of your life. This is the same page with a different date written on top. And if you don't interrupt this pattern, next year will arrive wearing the same face. This is not condemnation. This is recognition, because the moment you see the loop, it loses its power. And what comes next will not ask for your comfort. Hope has lied to you, not because hope is evil, but because you used it as a substitute for action. You hoped next month would feel different. You hoped motivation would arrive. You hoped the right moment would present itself like a polite invitation. It never does. Sigmund Freud understood this flaw in man. The mind seeks pleasure and avoids pain. Discipline feels like pain, so the mind delays it. Tomorrow becomes the safest hiding place. You called it optimism, but it was avoidance dressed in poetry. Every year you wrote lists, clean, organized, beautiful. Goals stacked neatly like promises to the future, and nothing happened, because writing plans feels productive without demanding sacrifice. Planning gives the illusion of control while preserving comfort. Marcus Aurelius warned you long ago. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. But you didn't listen. You behaved as if time was infinite, as if effort could be postponed without consequence. Jordan Peterson put it bluntly. If you do not discipline yourself, the someone or something else will. And it already has. Your habits discipline you. Your distractions own you. Your comforts decide your future. Hope did not save you last year. It will not save you this one. Because hope without action is nothing but a tranquilizer. If you want a different year, you don't need better intentions. You need different behavior. No more bargaining with yourself. No more emotional resolutions. No more waiting to feel ready. Readiness is a myth invented by fear. This year will not be built on hope. It will be built on movement. And movement begins by killing the illusion that thinking alone is progress. Overthinking is not depth. It is delay with intelligence makeup. You told yourself you were analyzing, planning, preparing. But preparation that never ends is just fear that learned new vocabulary. You thought more would save you. More information, more videos, more theories, more opinions. And still, nothing moved. Friedrich Nietzsche cut through this illusion. He who has a why can bear almost any how. You don't lack the how. You lack the will to suffer through the beginning. Because beginnings are humiliating, messy, uncertain. Action exposes you. Thinking protects you, so you stayed in your head. Safe, invisible, untouched by failure. But understand this. Clarity does not come before action. Clarity is forged by action. The Stoics knew it. Movement precedes meaning. Motion creates direction. You don't think your way into a new life. You act your way into one. David Goggins said it without mercy. The mind will always choose comfort unless you force it to obey. And comfort has momentum. Rest becomes stagnation. Stagnation becomes identity. And identity becomes destiny. If you don't break this momentum, it will carry you exactly where you've already been. This is the moment you stop negotiating. Stop rehearsing. Stop waiting for permission. The first step will not feel powerful. It will feel stupid, small, unimpressive. Take it anyway. Because action, even clumsy action, shatters paralysis. Once you're moving, the mind follows. But until then, your thoughts are just noise protecting your fear. You don't need confidence. You need velocity. And velocity begins the moment you stop thinking and start doing. You tried to change everything, and that is why nothing changed. You overwhelmed your own mind. 10 goals, 20 habits, endless self-improvement fantasies, and executed none. This is not ambition. This is self-sabotage. The human mind does not thrive under chaos. It fractures. The ancients understood restraint. Power is concentrated, not scattered. The Pareto principle reveals the truth you avoided. A small number of actions create the majority of outcomes. Bruce Lee lived by it. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Focus is not limitation. It is dominion. This year, you do not fix your entire life. You choose 3 things that matter most, not what looks impressive, not what others are doing. What will actually change your trajectory? Health, skill, discipline, or whatever 3 pillars hold your life upright. And then you begin with one, just one. Because mastery is sequential, momentum is fragile, and pressure applied in one direction breaks resistance. Naval Ravikant said it clearly. Clear thinking and focused execution are the rarest skills in the modern world. You don't need balance right now. You need force. Work one thing until progress becomes undeniable. When motion stabilizes, then you add the next. But if you try to do everything, you guarantee collapse. This is not about doing more. It is about doing what matters without mercy. Discipline is not cruelty. It is clarity, and clarity creates power. This is the moment most people miss. They wait for January, for Monday, for permission, for motivation to descend like a blessing. It never comes because no one is coming to save you. Not your family, not your friends, not society, not time. Time is indifferent. It will pass whether you rise or rot. Friedrich Nietzsche warned you. To become who you are, you must destroy who you were. Destruction is not poetic. It is violent. It demands sacrifice. The old version of you will fight back. It will beg for comfort, for rest, for one more delay. Do not listen. Jocko Willink said it plainly. Discipline equals freedom. Not comfort, not ease, discipline. Freedom is earned in resistance. If you do nothing after this, nothing changes. Watching this video will not save you. Understanding these words will not save you. Agreeing with them will not save you. Only action will. Right now. Not after this ends. And not tomorrow. Not when the year officially changes. This moment is the threshold. Stand up. Close this. Do something difficult. Something real. Something that moves your life forward by force. Break the momentum of rest. Once you're moving, it gets easier. But you must ignite it. If you return to comfort, you choose the same year again. And this world does not need another person full of potential and empty of execution. It needs men and women who act despite fear, move despite doubt, and rise without permission. So get up, take control, and become dangerous to the life that tried to keep you small.